Hey everybody, welcome to class today. Today is going to be a level 3 hip opening / balance class. We get into a lot of arm balances, inversions, a lot of balancing poses, and a lot of hip opening. If you enjoy these classes, please remember to like and subscribe. There's a thunderstorm coming. And if you have more of something that you want to see, or if you've got any feedback, I appreciate it. Let me know in the comments or let me know on my Instagram, which is in the show notes below. We're going to get started lying on our backs in Supta Baddha Konasana. Starting on the back, lying in Supta Baddha Konasana, bringing the soles of the feet together, letting the knees fall out wide. And take one hand to the heart and one hand to the belly. As you inhale, feel the chest rise, feel the ribs expand, feel the lower belly rise. And then as you exhale, feel the belly fall, feel the ribs contract, feel the chest fall, feel the shoulders melting down into the earth, away from the ears. And again, nice deep breath in through the nose, feel the breath rise in the throat, the chest, the bottom of the ribs, the lower belly. And then as you exhale, feel the belly fall, the ribs contract, the chest fall, the shoulders melt. Feel the air coming back out the nose. Start to come into your comfortable breathing pattern, maybe practicing Ujjayi if that's for you. One more breath here. We're going to start with a little bit of supine work. So you're going to keep the feet as they are. Bring the fingers to interlace behind the back of the head. Use them as a bit of a hammock. Your lower back doesn't have to press into the floor, but you're not arching way away from the floor. So think of directing the tailbone towards your feet. Take an inhale here, and as you exhale, think of the ribs sliding towards the frontal hip points as you come up into a crunch. Inhale, roll it down. Exhale, slide ribs to hips. Inhale, take it down. Keep going like this. So as opposed to thinking of just yanking on your neck and just hoiking yourself up there, think of sliding the ribs and the hips towards each other and peeling yourself off the mat. Back of the neck is long, no tension in the neck or the jaw. We're going to take 5 more. Bring the upper body down, keep the feet as they are, hands down by the side, take an inhale. And as you exhale, press into the outside edges of the feet to lift the hips up, coming into this butterfly bridge. You should really feel your glutes engage. Inhale, tap the bum to the floor. And then as you exhale, lift it up. Inhale to tap, exhale to lift. Take 8 more on your own. Should really feel the outer thighs, outer hips starting to work. 1 more. And then set it down. Bring the knees together, float the right knee up to tabletop, float the left knee up to tabletop. Neutral curve in the spine, the back of the ribs will stay on the mat. Bring the heels together and take the toes out in a V. Take the fingers, interlace them behind the head, inhale. And then as you exhale, slide ribs to hips, coming up into your crunch. This time as you inhale, you're going to send the legs out long, keep that V in the ankles, squeeze the inner thighs like a little frog kick. And then as you exhale, draw it back in. Inhale, send it long. Exhale, draw it back in. Keep going for 8 more. The lower that you take your legs, the harder it will be. But make sure that when you take your legs lower, the back of your ribs stay in contact with the mat and you're not flaring the ribs away from the hips. Send it long. Keep the rotation. Just come all the way up with the legs. We're going to do some straight leg raises. Head can stay up, or you can lower the head down to the mat a little bit harder. Take an inhale, and then as you exhale, you're going to lower the legs down only so far that you can control that rib-hip connection. Take an inhale at the bottom, exhale, take it all the way up. Keep the turn out of your toes. We're going for 10, so this will be 9. See if you can relax the jaw and the shoulders. Maybe take the arms up and overhead or out to the side. Two more. Set the soles of the feet down on the floor, hips distance apart. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, roll yourself up for bridge. Keep the left leg as it is. You're just going to let the right knee fall out to the side. Maybe come to the outside edge of the right foot. And then draw it back in. Let the left leg fall out, draw it back in. So keep going like this, alternating. Take your hands to your hips. Notice that when you let the leg fall out, nothing changes in the orientation of your hips. So your hip points still keep facing up towards the sky, and the distance between your ribs and your hips doesn't change. Keep squeezing through the glutes, pressing the floor away with the heels to keep the height of the hips. We'll take 3 more on each side. Maybe you float the arms up and overhead. Take an inhale in your bridge. Exhale, roll it down. Last thing here on our backs before we move to another position. Send the legs straight up to the sky. And then you're going to come into almost like you're coming into a wide leg forward fold. So let the legs actively fall out towards the sides, maybe pointing through the toes to keep active through the quads. Take an inhale here. And then as you exhale, slide ribs to hips. We're coming into a crunch. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale to crunch. We're going for 20. Keep really active through the legs. An active stretch, but you're also strengthening through the quads. Halfway there. Cross the right knee underneath the left. We're coming into a supine Gomukasana, so reach for the outside edges of both feet. And then draw the feet towards the shoulders, maybe rocking from side to side. You should feel a nice release in through the outer hips. Just take one more breath. And then unwind the legs, cross the left leg underneath the right. And once again, reaching for the outside edges of the feet, coming to your supine Gomukasana. Just taking a moment to notice any difference from side to side. And then releasing that, draw the knees in towards the chest. We're going to take a few rock and rolls on the spine and make our way up to a seated position. So rocking with control, catching balance on your sit points and your shoulders, not on your neck. And take one more. And then make your way up to a comfortable seated position. We're just going to take a quick cross-legged seated stretch. So crossing through the legs. Inhale, reach the arms up, ground down through the sit bones. As you exhale, keep the sit bones grounded as you reach as far forward as you can. When you feel like the sit bones are going to come off the floor, just take the hands straight down to the floor and then maybe start to crawl yourself forward. One cycle of breath. And then walk yourself back in. From here, you're going to rock back, find your balance point, peace fingers, hook around the big toes. You're going to take the feet out to the sides. Take an inhale here, Supta Upta Konasana. And then as you exhale, bring the inner feet together for Ubaya Padangustasana. Inhale to split. Exhale together. Just 3 more. And then you're going to release the legs, cross the legs in the non-natural way, so the opposite way to whatever you just did. Same thing, inhale, reach as tall as you can through the arms, and then as you exhale, start to fold forward until you feel those sit points want to lift. Then take the hands down, fold forward, maybe crawl yourself forward, grounding the sit bones down, reaching the arms forward. Just take one cycle of breath here. And then as you exhale, you're just going to roll over the shins and make your way into a tabletop position. My mat is all wet, I just went swimming. From here, as you inhale, drop the belly cow. And then as you exhale, press the floor away for your cat. Take 3 more like this at your own pace. Make your way into a neutral spine, ground down through the left knee and shin. As you exhale, you're just going to take that right leg off to the side, keep the knee bent. Inhale, tap knee to knee. Exhale, take it out for your fire hydrant. Inhale, bring it in. Exhale. Inhale. 2 more, keep the left knee under the hip. Exhale. Inhale. And keep nice and long through the neck. Don't let it drop towards the floor. Exhale. Inhale. Same as you exhale, take that right knee out to the side. As you inhale, you're going to extend the leg. Exhale to bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale to bend. 3 more. Keep it at the height of the hip if you can. Inhale, extend the leg, keep it extended. As you exhale, sweep it all the way back and around to tap beyond the left side of the mat. Inhale, sweep it all the way around to the right. Exhale, tap to the left. Inhale, sweep it right. 3 more. This time as you sweep it over towards the right, you're going to tap the toes to the floor, exhale them up. Inhale, tap, exhale it up, 3 more. set the foot down. Maybe come to the sole of the right foot as you send the hips back, coming into this version of child's pose. And then send it back up to your tabletop. Set the right knee down next to the left and we'll wake up the glutes on the other side. Coming into your fire hydrants as you exhale, take the left knee out. Inhale, tap it in. Take 4 more at your own pace. This time as you take the knee out to the side, keep it at the height of the hip. Just extend the knee as you inhale. Exhale to bend. Inhale to extend. Exhale to bend. 3 more. Extend the left leg off to the left and then sweep it all the way around to tap beyond the right side of the mat. Inhale to sweep, exhale to the right. 3 more. Keep the right hip hugging in. Extend that left leg off to the left, tap it down, exhale it up. Inhale to tap, exhale it up. 3 more. Set that left foot down, send the hips all the way back into your child pose variation. And then shift it back into your tabletop position, tucking under the toes. Inhale, come to a hover. Exhale, come into your plank. Inhale, bring the knees to hover in your bear. Exhale, take it to your plank. Just 3 more like that. Inhale, come into your hover. Listen carefully. Keep the knees to a hover. Just bend the elbows like chaturanga arms. Exhale, back to your bear. Inhale, come into your chaturanga arms. Exhale into your bear. Just 1 more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Send the hips up and back. Lengthen out through the stance, coming into your downward dog. Take a couple of breaths to make any movements that you need to make. And then when you're ready, as you inhale, you're going to sweep the right leg up, open up through the hips, sending the knee to the sky, drawing the right shoulder down in line with the left. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, we're going to take big circles with the knee coming into plank. So shift forward, take right knee to right elbow, sweep it over towards the left, send it up and back, open up the hip. Inhale. Exhale, shift it forward, make your circle. Inhale to open it up. Take 3 more like that. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, shift forward, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, right knee, right wrist. Exhale, elbow, inhale, wrist. Exhale, elbow, inhale, wrist. 3 more. Inhale, send it up and back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, shift forward, option, single leg chaturanga. Inhale to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, send that left leg up behind you, open up through the hip. Draw the left shoulder down in line with the right, send the right heel down towards the ground. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, we're going to shift forward for those circles. So left knee towards left elbow, sweep it over towards the right. Take it back, open up the hip as you inhale. Exhale, sweep it forward and around. Inhale it up. 3 more. Exhale, shift it forward, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, left knee, left wrist. Exhale, elbow. Inhale, wrist. Exhale, elbow. 3 more. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, shift it forward. Option, single leg, chaturanga. Inhale to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look towards the top of the mat. You're going to step walk, or if you're ready, float to malasana. Feet to the outsides of the hands. Sink the hips down. Always the option to bring a block underneath the seat. And instead of using your elbows to push into your knees, you're going to take the arms out in front of you and see if you can get your knees facing in the same direction as your toes. Peeking down, you should be able to see both of your big toes. If you have the mobility in your spine and your shoulders, which I don't, maybe you can start to take those arms up and overhead. But if that compromises what happens in your knees, if your knees start to collapse in, then just keep your arms straight out in front of you. Take 2 more breaths here. Keep the feet as they are. As you inhale, you're just going to straighten up and reach overhead. Exhale, come back down into your squat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to squat. Go for 3 more. Make sure that those knees keep tracking with the toes. Inhale all the way up to standing. Exhale, parallel the feet, hands to heart center. We're just going to do some hip circles before we do our sun salutations. Shift the weight to the left, draw the right knee in towards the chest, and you're just going to take a big circle all the way out to the side. Knee goes down towards the floor, comes across the body, and then draw up and across. So it's almost like you're drawing a really big circle with your knee. You're going to take about 3 in each direction. So once you've gone out to the right, then you'll draw the knee up and across the body first, and then down and around. Try not to take your whole torso with you in the movement. And then you're going to bring yourself back to center. Keep that knee drawing in towards the chest. You're going to let the ankle hang underneath the knee, and then you're just going to open the hip, close the hip. Open the hip, close the hip. So just like we did in our fire hydrants, you should feel your glutes working. Make sure both hips are facing forward. Take 2 more. And then set it down. Shift the weight to the right leg. Draw the knee in towards the chest. There is something swimming in my pool. Take the knee in towards the chest and start to take big hip circles out, around, and down. I'm always vaguely concerned that there's just an animal drowning in my pool. Every now and then frogs fall in there. They can't get out. And then you're going to change directions of your hip circles. And then draw that knee into center. Let the ankle hang parallel perpendicular underneath the knee. And then as you exhale, you're just going to open that hip. Keep the hip points facing forward. Inhale, close it. Exhale, slide it out. Inhale to close. Take 3 more. Draw it into center. Set it down. Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands. Step, walk or float to Chaturanga. Inhale, straight back to plank. Exhale, downward dog. Look to the top, step, walk or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands. Maybe you add a crow pose. Maybe you add a handstand. Make something up. We meet in downward dog. Don't worry if you're not with my breath. Look towards the top of the mat. Step, walk or float. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale to raise. 3 more rounds. Exhale to fold. Inhale to raise. Exhale. Make your way to downward dog, adding anything that you want to. When you're ready, step, walk or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Make your way to downward dog. Remembering it can look different every time. Step, walk or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Last time, make your way to downward dog. Look to the top. Step, walk or float to Malasana. Inhale here. Exhale, fold. Parallel the feet. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step, walk or float, Chaturanga. Inhale to plank. Exhale, down dog. Step the right leg forward for warrior 2. Inhale, cartwheel yourself open. Exhale, take it through a vinyasa. Step the left leg forward. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, vinyasa. Step, walk or float to Malasana. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale to stand. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, dog. Right leg steps, warrior 2, inhale. Exhale, vinyasa. Inhale, plank. Exhale, dog. Left leg steps, inhale, warrior 2. Make sure you can see your big toe. Exhale, vinyasa. Look to the top, step, walk or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale to stand. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, dog. Right leg steps. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, vinyasa. Left leg steps. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, vinyasa. Look to the top, step walk or float malasana. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, stand. 2 more rounds like that. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, dog. Right leg steps. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, take it down. Vinyasa. Sorry, warrior two, not warrior one. Left leg steps. Warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, vinyasa. Look to the top. Step walk or float malasana. Inhale. Exhale to fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale to stand. Last time, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, dog. Warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, vinyasa. Left leg, warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, vinyasa. Look to the top, step walk or float malasana. This time option to stay or option to come into crow pose. Maybe you take a single leg crow, getting rid of all of the sweat. So maybe you draw the left knee in towards the chest. Maybe you can send it back behind you. Maybe you jump it back to chaturanga. Plank, downward facing dog. Step walk or float malasana. Again, option to stay here, or maybe we try the other side. Coming into your crow pose. And this time drawing the right knee in towards the chest. Maybe send it behind you. Maybe you're slipping. Maybe you can hold it for a bit longer. When you're ready, chaturanga, downward facing dog. Always feel free to pause it. Look towards the top, step walk or float malasana. Inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. Might have to go rescue my laundry. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale to fold. As you inhale, bring the right knee up, drawing the right foot into the inner left thigh, coming into your tree pose. Inhale, taking the arms up and overhead. Both hips point forward. The right knee is drawing back to open up that right hip any amount. Slide the right ankle over the bottom of the left quad. Start to sink the hips back, coming into your figure four chair, Ekapada Agni Sambhasana. Maybe you stay here, or maybe you hook the shins in front of that right, hook the elbows in front of the right shin, sinking the hips back, hugging the left hip in. We will come to flying crow later, we're not going there yet. From here, take the right peace fingers, hook them around the right big toe, coming into Untitled B. Taking that right foot off to the side, any amount. You can always just hold on to the right knee if that works better in your body. From here, you're slowly going to draw that right foot back towards center, and you're going to step the right foot all the way to the back of the mat, coming down into Chandrasana on that right leg, bending nice and deep into the right knee. Maybe hands are on the floor, maybe left toes point up, maybe hands are at heart center. If you want to, you can start to reach the hands out in front of you, and if you have the mobility in your body, maybe you can reach the hands up and overhead. Make sure that that right knee is not projecting out over the toes. You're really sinking the hips back, aiming to get that shin perpendicular to the ankle. From here, you're going to pivot towards the back of your mat, turn your front toes out, and then sweep the right arm back, maybe coming to the outer edge of both feet. Inhale, wherever you are, you're going to reach the hips up to the sky, reach the right arm forward. Exhale, sink in. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sink down. Take 3 more like this. Inhale, reach up, and then as you exhale, you're just going to step that right foot back to the inner left thigh, coming into a tree plank. Both hip points face forward. You're working that right knee towards the sky / back of the room. Keep the tree leg if you can. You're going to plant the right hand down, come into a tree chaturanga. Inhale back to your tree plank. Keep the tree leg as you exhale. You're going to rotate to the inner edge of the left foot or the sole of the left foot. And that right knee is going to start to face forward. We're kind of in like a bottom leg tree sort of situation. This time that right knee is drawing towards the sky. From here, keep your tree leg, you're going to plant the left hand, come back into your tree chaturanga. Inhale, tree plank. Exhale, step that right foot in between the hands. You're facing the back of the mat, warrior two. So right leg forward, left leg down, sinking nice and deep into your warrior two. Making sure you can see your big toes, your big toe. Unless you've got 2 big toes on one side. Let me know if you do. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. You're coming to standing split on the right leg. Left outer foot turns up towards the sky, so you're in an external rotation. Feel free to stay here, strengthening the glutes. Otherwise, as always, you can plant your hands. Maybe you take some hops towards handstand or catch your balance. If you came up to handstand, challenge, lower yourself down either into crow, or if that's in your practice, or float the feet down, to the outsides of the feet. Feet, outsides of hands. You've landed back in your Malasana in your yogi squat. I'll make my microphone a little bit more central.
Take a couple of breaths here. And then we're going to play around with our crow again. So option to just stay in your malasana, option to stay in crow. Otherwise, maybe you're working with that single leg crow again, hugging the right knee into the right arm, sliding that left leg into the chest, maybe extending it back. And when you're ready, hopping it back through Chaturanga. Look to the hands, step, walk or float back to your malasana. And then we'll take the other side, so same options. If you're coming into your single leg crow, this time the left knee hugs to the left arm, right knee draws to the chest, maybe extend it behind you. And when you've held it as long as you can, take it back through your vinyasa. Look towards the top of the mat, step, walk or float to your malasana. Inhale, hands reach forward. Exhale, fold forward. Parallel the feet. As you come to standing, this time on the right foot, you're going to draw the sole of the left foot up to the inner right thigh, coming into your tree on the second side. Reach the hands up and overhead. And then you're going to slide that left ankle over the bottom of the right quad, start to sit down into your figure four chair, maybe hooking the elbows over the front of the left shin, sinking the hips back, hugging that right hip in towards midline. Take the peace fingers of the left hand, hook them around the left big toe, and come into Uttita Padangusthasana B, sending that left leg off to the left any amount. You can hold on to the knee. The knee can be very, very bent if you need it to be. From here, you're slowly going to start to draw that left foot back in. Release the grip on the toe. Step the left foot back towards the original front of the mat and sink down into your Skandasana on the left side. Maybe turning those right toes up towards the sky, taking the hands to wherever feels good for you. From here, you're going to rotate towards that left foot, turn the left toes out, rotate maybe to the outside edges of both feet if that's comfortable, otherwise stay on the sole of the left foot. Wherever you are, sink those hips down as you exhale. Inhale, sweep the left arm forward, lift the hips. Exhale to sink. Inhale to raise. Take 3 more. Inhale, raise it up, ground down strongly through the right hand, step the sole of the left foot to the inner right thigh, coming into your tree side plank. Keep the tree leg, take the left foot down, come into your Chaturanga. Back into your plank, this time ground down through the left hand, swivel to the inside edge or the sole of the right foot. The left knee is drawing up towards the sky in this funky reverse tree plank. Plant the right hand down, come back into your tree Chaturanga. Inhale, tree plank. Exhale, step that left foot in between the hands, drop the back foot, come up into your warrior Tree. Sink in nice and deep. Make sure that that left knee isn't jutting out over the toes, and you can see your right big toe. What you can't see is that there are some pitch black clouds through the palm trees, and I think we're going to get a big storm. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, coming into standing splits on the left. Pinky toe side of the right leg extends up towards the sky in this variation of standing splits. Feel free to hang out here, or maybe you're working towards your handstand. If you have a handstand to crow practice, maybe you're working on that. Or maybe you're working on a handstand and just splitting the legs out to the side. If you came into any sort of a leg split, bring them back together. Maybe you can float the feet down with control into your Malasana. Ooh, that's a hard one. Inhale, take those arms forward in your Malasana squat. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come into a halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale to fold. This time as you come to stand on the left foot, floating tree. Right foot hovers near the inner left thigh. Get the words out, Taz. Hands can come to wherever is comfortable for you. Really working on keeping those hips facing forward here. And then slide that right ankle over the bottom of the left quad, sitting back into your funky chair. Maybe you're staying here, or maybe you're coming to Ekapada Galavasana, hooking the right toes around the back of the left arm, using your Chaturanga arms as a shelf for that right shin, shifting forward, picking up the left foot, maybe extending that left leg back behind you. If you came into your Ekapada Agni Sambhasana, draw the left heel in, plant that left foot down, and this time come up to standing. You're going to take the right knee out to the side and then extend the right leg out. So it's as if we're doing Uttita Padangusthasana B, except now you don't have the assistance of your hand. So it's way harder. Try and keep your leg as high as you can. From here, you're going to start to take that left hand down, right leg upward, coming into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Right foot karate kicks the sky. It's as if you're leaning up against the wall. Slowly, with control, you're going to start to lift that left hand off, coming up to an upright position, and then stepping that right foot to the back of the mat, coming back into your Skandasana. Take an inhale here. Exhale, rotate to the back of the mat. Inhale, come into your the outside edges of both feet. Sweep the right arm back. Inhale, sweep it to the sky. Exhale, dip the hips. As you inhale, come into your tree plank or maybe full Vashisthasana. Exhale, we're coming into our tree chaturanga. Inhale, tree plank. Exhale, maybe come into that reverse tree or grab the outside edge of the right foot with the left hand, coming into a variation of Vishvamitrasana. Take one more inhale. Deliver that right leg back, come back into your tree plank, exhale. Inhale, tree plank. Exhale, plant the right foot, drop the left heel. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And then as you exhale, come down, side angle pose. Option to stay here or option to take the bind if that's in your practice. Right hand comes underneath the right leg, left arm comes behind. Option to hang out here or bird of paradise, starting to walk that left foot in, ground down through the left foot, come up onto the right toes, and then standing nice and tall on that left leg. If it's available in your body, maybe you extend the right leg. And then slowly reversing the process, coming back down. We all meet in our side angle pose. Release the bind if you've got it as you inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, coming back into your standing split. Option to take that external rotation. Option once again to play around with any inversion that you're working on. You can always also go to a crow pose or an arm balance, headstand, pincher. Make it up, make it fun. Maybe you're working on pressing up to headstand, that's also an option. Oh my God, I'm doing it! The first time I've done this, this is very cool. If you came into any sort of split or inversion, we're going to make our way back to Malasana. Hopefully a little bit more slowly than I did. Inhale, reach those arms forward. Exhale, fold forward, heel toe the feet together. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale to fold. Ground down through the right foot, float that left leg up, floating tree. Sole of left foot hovers beyond or hovers to the inside of the right thigh. Both hips face forward, both hips are even. Hands where they want to go. Slide that left ankle over the bottom of the right thigh, start to send the hips back. Coming into Ekapadasana Sambasana. Staying here, or maybe you're coming into your flying pigeon, using the back of the arms as a shelf for the left shin, left toes hook around the back of the right tricep. Right heel to glute, maybe extend that right heel back behind you. If you came into your flying pigeon, draw that right heel back in towards you. Plant down through the right leg. Come up to standing. Draw the left knee in towards the chest. Send it off to the side. Maybe you stay here or try and extend that left knee straight. Coming into this very challenging version of Untitled B. From here, you're going to start to sweep that left leg up and back. We're coming into Chandrasana. Make sure that the right toes keep pointing forward. Nice and strong karate chop of the sky with your left leg. From here, very slowly, you're going to start to lift that right hand off the mat. Start to make your way up to a standing position on that right leg. And then step that left leg back to the original front of the mat, coming into your Skandasana. Take an inhale here. Exhale, rotate towards the front. Keep going as you inhale, outside edges of both feet, dip the hips. Exhale, reach it up. Inhale to dip. Exhale, reach it up. Step the left foot to meet the inner right thigh, or maybe grab the big toes and come into full Vashisthasana. Take an inhale. Exhale, deliver that foot back down. Take your tree chaturanga. Inhale into your plank. Exhale, coming through to that reverse tree, or grabbing the outside edge of the left foot with the right hand, coming into a variation of Vishvanitrasana. Taking that foot back to the inner thigh, rotate it back to your plank, chaturanga. Inhale into your plank, exhale, step that left foot forward, drop the back heel. Inhale into your warrior two, exhale. Inhale to reverse. Exhale, left hand to the inside of the left foot. Stay here or wrap the right hand behind you, left hand comes under for the bind. Making sure that knee isn't collapsing in, as if you're leaning up against the wall, the spine is nice and long. Feel free to stay here, or bird of paradise if you did it on the other side. You're going to hop that right foot in, plant down through the right foot, toes of the left, and then strongly grind down through that right foot to come all the way to standing. Maybe extending that left leg. Where's the thunder? And then you're going to start to deliver that left foot back down to the floor. Start to hop that right foot back. Inhale, spread the arms. Exhale here. Inhale, reverse warrior. And then as you exhale, making your way to standing splits on that left foot. Right foot in the rotation. Or one more chance to play with any sort of inversion, arm balance situation that you're going for. Oops. maybe you take a walk. I think I've exhausted myself. Take a couple more breaths. And then slowly floating yourself back down to Malasana. Just couldn't quite get it on that side. Take an inhale here. Exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. From here, you're slowly going to lower your butt down towards the floor. Maybe use your hands. And we're coming into our Malasana. Into Anavasana. From here, you're going to tap the heels to the, make sure you got enough room in front of you. Tap the heels to the outsides of your mat. Exhale, draw them together. Inhale to tap. Exhale together. Take 3 more. Bring it together. Peace fingers, hook them around the big toes. Make sure you've got enough room behind you. If you've practiced with me before, you've definitely done these. So you're going to bring the feet wide as you comfortably can. Make a C curve in through the spine. Roll back the length of the spine, balance on the shoulders. And here's the tricky bit. Roll yourself all the way back up and catch your balance. Take a few more at your own pace. Making sure you're not just flinging yourself from place to place. You're taking a pause on the shoulders and then taking a pause on your butt. And then set those feet down. Take the hands behind you, cross the right ankle over the left knee. Fingers can face towards the hips, or you can face them out slightly. Press down through the left foot and come into a reverse table. The hips are even, but that right knee is releasing down towards the ground. So make sure that your wrists are under your shoulders, adjust if you need to. And then slowly bring it down, and you're just going to switch it out towards the other side. Coming down, you're going to keep that left ankle where it is. You're just going to turn the right, turn the right shin so it's parallel with the front edge of your mat, and we're coming into double pigeon. If there's another hip opener that you would prefer to take, please feel free to take that. You can always just come into a simple cross-legged position. And then you're going to lean yourself back, and we're just going to swap it out. So the left shin will come relatively parallel to the front edge of the mat, and then you're going to stack that right ankle over the left knee or just beyond it. From here, we're going to come into Gomukasana. So you're just going to slide that bottom ankle, the left ankle, around by the right hip, and then stack the left knee, stack the right knee on top of the left as best you can. You can play around with walking the feet more towards the edge of the mat or back closer to your hips. Try and keep both sit bones in the ground. You can stay here, or right hand comes from underneath up the back. Left hand reaches over as if you're trying to pat yourself on the back, and maybe you can grab the bind. You can stay upright, or if you can keep both sit bones, hips grounded, you can fold forward. Slowly releasing, we're going to take it towards the other side. So cross that right leg underneath, heel comes by the left hip. Stack the left knee on top of the right. It's a really hard pose to instruct for some reason. Left hand comes from behind and underneath. Right hand comes from above. And then slowly release. So I'm going to give you a couple of options. If you want to, you can finish in a seated meditation position right here. Otherwise, you can start to make your way onto your back, coming into a more traditional Shavasana, maybe taking a happy baby. Wherever you are, take any other movements that you feel like your body needs. Maybe you need to take a twist or a forward fold, whatever you feel like you need to finish your practice. Maybe pausing the video if you want to. Otherwise, when you're ready, you're just going to let those palms fall up towards the sky, close down through the eyes. And take a nice deep breath in through the nose, draw the ears up by the shoulders. Draw the shoulders up by the ears. And then big open mouth, exhale, let it go. And just taking a few moments here to say thank you to yourself for showing up.
Thank you for taking this time to practice with me. This time for yourself. Take a moment to thank your body for all the wonderful things it just did for you and does for you every day without you having to think about it. And then a moment of thanks for something or someone else in your life that makes your life better or easier or happier. And then just taking that feeling of happiness and gratitude with you throughout the rest of your day. Please feel free to stay here as long as you have time for it. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Today, as you go forward, may you be open with your thoughts, kind in your words, and light in your heart. Namaste.